Hello and welcome to the Crawdads pregame show. Hold on, Austin. We're having some trouble. I don't know if this is working.
I could hear his voice.
Yeah, we
outside.
can't hear each other. Look, it should be. Hello. Oh yes, we are back. Um, welcome to the pregame show here. For the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Now, if you were listening to the broadcast yesterday, I'm sure you missed two very special people who
Yes, you
were
did.
not there before and after the game. That would be myself and Justin DeHaas, who I am hosting today. But Justin is also here with us. So, Justin, so the Crawdads almost lost. We were at Taco Bell.
We were.
We were at Taco Bell yesterday, and we were like, oh, Crawdads down 4-0. It's probably because we're not there. But no, they came back. A 7-4 win. The Crawdads have a 10-game unbeaten streak going back to June 11th. So, going into the clash with Healdsburg on Tuesday, who is 11-0 and currently winning right now. That will be a big clash, but they still got to play the Sacramento Heat. And is there anything you can tell us about the Sacramento Heat, Justin?
Yeah, for sure. So, with the Sacramento Heat, at least it looks like they have a roster on the
Okay.
internet, so that's a start.
It is.
Granted, when I go to their website is ran by Point Streak, which
Ooh.
is the same website that has all of the Crawdad stats and all the CCL team stats. But when I look at their website, it immediately goes to 2022, and there's not much that you could find on for 2023. But once we got the lineup card, I was able to do a little diving, and I found out. So I'll just quickly give you the lineup that the Sacramento Heat are going to have today. So let's see here. We've got Adam Reyes, Colin Callahan, Joshua Hardiman, Jake Marr, Jake Richardson, Alex Merchant, Connor Smith, Devin Carter, and Eli White. And so when I looked at this lineup, name that caught my attention was Colin Callahan. This is a kid who is a shortstop from Carthage University, which I. Anyways.
Not to be confused with the Carthage near Rome, who the Romans completely wiped out. Not to be confused with that.
Yeah, but he's batting second. And then another kid was Joshua Hardiman, who was on the Sacramento Heat last year. So when you look up the website and you see 2022 stats, he pops up in there. He had 19 games played, 78 at-bats, a 4.10 average.
Wow.
With 32 hits, 9 doubles, 1 home run, so maybe not a ton of pop, but 23 RBI, really able to drive those runs in. And so, yeah, I mean, overall, looking at the lineup, those were just a couple kids that stood out. But on the bump, we've got Kurt Martin. Do you want to talk a little bit more about Martin?
Yes, absolutely. So Kurt Martin, he is he graduated high school this spring or summer, and he is going to be playing baseball at UC Riverside. So his fastball sits 84 to 87. His max fastball is 88. So the Crawdads are not going to be facing a ton of velocity here, and his off speed is all around the same speed. He has 3 off speed options: changeup, curveball, slider. I expect he'll probably use the slider the most, but his off speeds are on the same 71 to 74 range. So there is definitely a difference in velocity, but the Crawdads are not going to be overpowered. They will have to be beat with finesse.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's important you mention that lack of velocity, at least potentially, because that's what they saw on Friday against the South Bay Storm, where guys weren't throwing very hard, and I talked to Donnelly after the game about that. He was like, yeah, we had to adjust. That's why we came out slow to start off with, but we were able to come back. And so, but speaking of Donnelly and the lineup, Here, we've got the order. So in the leadoff spot at second base, Ryan Ellis is back. We've got John Gastar hitting second at short. Got Joey Donnelly hitting third in right field. Got Sam Gilliam behind the plate in cleanup. That's new, but it's also important to point out that Gilliam will be playing innings 1 through 5, and Owen Firestone will be playing innings 6 through 9. So then you got Fellows batting fifth in left field. You got Brian Duroff batting sixth at the DH. Max Farfan batting seventh at third. Griffin Harrison batting eighth at center field. That's also, I think we've seen Harrison in the outfield before, but normally he's an infielder. And then got Emmett Finney batting ninth at first base. So, and you got Tyler Wood on the mound. So, when I say some of the names in these lineup, what catches your attention?
Well, I think the versatility certainly catches my attention. Griffin Harrison is in center field. We've seen a few different people play center field. Casey, obviously, the main center fielder. We saw Brome a few days ago. We've seen Cole Fellows. But Griffin Harrison. So, I mean, for Griffin Harrison, that's very important because this infield is crowded, especially with the addition of John Gazdar. Gazdar, Ellis, Matt King, Farfan. I mean, no Cam Calvillo, but this is a very crowded infield, and if Griffin Harrison is going to get playing time, he's going to need to play the outfield as well. So that's very important to him. And what stands out to me about the lineup is, in general, how consistent they've been, despite besides for it's usually Ellis and Casey at the top too. No Casey today, but it's usually a really fluid lineup. Guys aren't really stuck in their spots. Some guys in and out. Obviously, Emmett Finney and Griffin Harrison don't usually play the majority of games, but the lineup with moving parts has always been very consistent. And I mean, you look at the lineup yesterday, just contributions up and down the lineup. I'm sure you agree. The depth of this lineup is such a strength. Nico Budden batting eighth was on base 3 times. You have a guy like John Gazdar batting ninth yesterday. Now he's batting like second today.
Yeah.
I mean, just the depth of this lineup is really important.
Yeah, Gazdar a kid who made his Crawdads debut a couple days ago, was batting leadoff, which speaks volumes to how Brant Cummings views him. Then all of a sudden, Cummings back in the lineup. That moves Gazdar back down to the 9 spot. And that's not an indictment on him necessarily. That just shows how much talent is in this lineup and how much depth there is. And then obviously Cummings back out again today. So then that moves Gazdar up to the number 2 spot. I think we'd be a little remiss if we didn't describe what happened yesterday because it was just incredible. Yeah. So the Admirals were up 4-0 after the 4th inning. Crawdads chip away in the 5th by scoring 3 runs. They're still down 4-3 after 5, but then they score another 3 runs in the 6th to take that 6-4 lead, and at that point they don't relinquish that. Austin Berggren comes out of the pen, gives them 3 good innings, he gets the win on his ledger, and he was the player of the game. They add another in the 9th, and Cade Cushion comes out for another save, and he's been really impressive out of the pen.
Really reliable.
Closer. So. Incredible comeback in a CCL game, which we talked about before. They played Lincoln on Tuesday, but beside that, there really hasn't been a CCL game in a while, not since Sonoma last week, I believe. So to get a win, granted, it's an affiliate, so it's not like you're going to be seeing this team in the postseason per se, but Bay Area Admirals, if they had won that game, you could have argued they were the second best team in the North, considering they would have taken 3 out of 4 from Walnut Creek, and we know what they've done against Healdsburg. Not necessarily winning those games, but at least making it close. And so what the Crawdads were able to do yesterday, I mean, they're the comeback kids, right? They did it against the Humboldt Crabs, and now they are able to do it against the Admirals, and it's just pretty incredible to see.
Yeah, and when you look at the standings, we have Healdsburg at the top, 11-0. Who Healdsburg is actually, I can confirm live, They're losing 4-2 to the Solana Mudcats. So Solana
Wow.
Mudcats, who are
The
2 and
worst, the best
12,
team in the league loses
that
to the worst
is
team in the
that
league.
is kind of crazy. But Crawdads are 3.5 back. So if they were to, so if the Healdsburg was to lose, they'd be only 3 back. And I don't want to get dreamy, but with the sweep of Healdsburg, they would be tied. Probably not going to happen, but that's okay. The Lincoln Potters are 7-6, 5 games back. Stompers 5-7, 6.5, and the Mudcats 2-12. Could be 3-12, 10.5 back. So, and that's definitely a key game to watch. And during the game, we will update you with our CCL scoreboard live. But back to the highlights. Cade Cushing has been so reliable. Casey Cummings with a homer. I think Ryan Ellis, Ryan
Most
Ellis.
reliable player on the team, most consistent hitter.
I think he's got on base every single game so far. 2 hits yesterday. Matt King, 3 hits. He's really mers. Tyson Pointer got on base twice. So Tyson Pointer. Can you talk about a little bit? This will be our last thing. Talk about a little bit what it would mean for this team to get Tyson Pointer hot.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. He's got some great stats at University of Texas Arlington. Hit over 300 with 10 home runs and was a catalyst for that Maverick squad. And he just hasn't done much so far this summer. And another kid who prior to a few days ago hadn't done much was a kid like Max Farfan. And it appears that maybe that 2 home run game could really get him going. It would be nice to see something like that from Tyson because we know he has that power. And so hopefully he can get going soon because if he's on, all of a sudden, I don't really know if there's a hole in this lineup. Even right now, there's not much of one, but Tyson Pointer is probably like the biggest liability, I'd say right now, just based off of batting average and what so far has happened this summer. But he's a kid who, once he gets going, he was in the cleanup spot earlier this summer, and he got moved down a little bit in the lineup, more like 6, maybe 7 sometimes. But he could be a really good player, and so we'll see what he could do, especially with this Healdsburg series coming up soon.
Yeah, and Tyson Pointer is in the transfer portal too. So this summer is key for him to get some tape out there and give him a new opportunity uh, somewhere else. And a couple guys are on the transfer portal. Ryan Ellis, he's certainly making his case for an NCAA team. So we're gonna hand it off to Austin and Carson in about 30 seconds. But against the Sacramento Heat, it's important for the Crawdads not to look forward to Healdsburg. Could be a possible trap game, as you were saying earlier, Justin. Although the trap game in college football, classic trap game might be a myth. I've read a few articles. It might be a myth, but hopefully they don't get trap games. But yeah,
And I just want to say real quick that Tyler Wood's on the mound. Guys you'll see out of the bullpen: Hippensteel, Delaney, Featherston, Nordell, Troy. So you got 5 relievers, and you got Wood, who you're probably hoping to give you 3 to 4 innings.
Yeah, yes. Thank you for that. Now we're going to get the national anthem set, ready to go. We will see you for the post-game show. Please stay tuned for that after this fantastic broadcast. Thank you.
Am I on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't hear myself. My bad. Exactly a year after the Coleman Schmidt walk-off, the Walnut Creek Crawdads return to Monte Vista High School to take on the Sacramento Heat. Welcome in to the broadcast booth. Austin Oda, Carson Mercier on for the call. Today we have Crawdads Heat. The Crawdads on a extreme win streak. We have never seen a Crawdads team this hot, have not lost in almost 2 full weeks as the Crawdads take the field. A little bit of technical difficulties to start.
But
I'm
we're
on
good.
now. I can
We're
hear
good.
myself now.
Okay,
Am I
we're
on
good.
1?
You're on 1 for some reason, but
Man, whoever set up that board must suck.
wasn't me. Could never be me. Beautiful day for baseball. Let's get it going, Austin. I'm excited for this one.
Sorry for the little bit of a miscue to start, and I think that's both times that we've started today, the pregame show and now the actual broadcast. We've had some funky sound issues, and I'm really not excited to listen to that one back.
You know what? The good thing is there's a thing called editing, and we can edit it and make it picture perfect every single time.
The lineup for the Sacramento Heat coming in with no record. Adam Reyes leads off. Colin Callahan, the second baseman, hits second with Joshua Hardiman, the third place hitter. Jake Marr, the DH, hits cleanup with Jake Richardson, the left fielder, hitting sixth. Merchant, the right fielder, hits seventh as the first pitch is up high for a ball. First pitch, 1:04 p.m. Game time temperature, 62 degrees.
Your first pitch time and temperature is brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, trying to hang on to that old town vibe since the early 1900s.
Tyler Wood spins a slider to the bottom of the strike zone. The count evens at 1. The rest of the lineup, Connor Smith, the catcher, hits 7th, with Devin Carter, the first baseman, hitting 8th, and Eli White, the center fielder, batting 9th. The 1-1, a fastball off the inside, 2-1.
Let's see how Woody can pound the zone today. I want to see him get ahead early with the fastballs and really open up his repertoire because we know that he has a good secondary pitch. It's just getting ahead with the fastball.
2-1, fastball tapped off the leg of Alex Reyes, 2-2. Tyler Wood comes on into this game with a 1-1 record, a 3.6 ERA in 10 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts to just 4 walks. He's been solid. Adam Reyes, the shortstop out of Roseville High School, 330 average, a home run, 15 batted in last year for Roseville. Wood comes set for the 2-2. It's a fastball grounded past first base, but foul into the Crawdads bullpen. We'll do it again.
Tyler Wood has, I think, pretty much been everything that the Crawdads have wanted, maybe even a touch more. He's been solid. He gives some length. Crawdad starters don't really give length at all, so anything more than 3 or so innings, and you're happy with that start. I think this is a day where we're kind of unsure of the competition level, right? So it should be interesting to see how Woody is able to go into this game.
Wood takes a long look in, now is ready. Peers in over the glove, and the 2-2 from Tyler Wood is on the outside corner with a changeup, strike 3 called. First strikeout of the day for Tyler Wood, and that's how this game gets started.
There's no better start a pitcher could ask for than the strikeout after batter fouls off a few good pitches, and you work through that and find a way to strike him out. It's a nice out, number 1.
That'll bring up the second hitter, Colin Callahan. First pitch to Callahan is a slider on the outside for strike 1. Crawdads defense from left to right in the outfield, Cole Fellows, Griffin Harrison, and the right fielder, Joey Donnelly, with Max Farfan and John Gazdar at shortstop. Ryan Ellis, second baseman, Emmett Finney at first, as the 0-1 is a slider, tapped to the right side, foul, 0-2 on the check swing. Sam Gilliams behind the plate, and Tyler Wood on the bump, making his 4th start of the summer.
Yeah, not Jar Jar.
Not Jar Jar.
Don't make that mistake.
Common mistake of you yesterday.
Me.
The 0-2. Fastball up and in.
It was only once,
It was only once.
but it was a.
But it was funny, and it's easy to mistake John for Jar Jar. They roll off the tongue the same way.
It really does, and honest mistake. I like John a lot.
The 1-2. Slider pounded to left field. Going back is Cole Fellows, but he's right there to make the catch for out number 2.
I think, I hope at least those listening that know John found it a little funny because it was very embarrassing for me. But new day, new chapter, turn the page. 2 quick outs in the first. Love to see it from Tyler Wood.
Here's Joshua Hardiman. Third baseman out of Sierra College. 277 average, 4 home runs, 30 batted in. First pitch from Wood is a changeup at the knees on the outside, 0-1. It's a very late call from the home plate umpire, Zach Keene, with Justin Ammett on the bases. The 0-1. Fastball flown to the right side, foul.
Tyler Wood is already working effectively in this game. He's pounding the zone, getting weak contact on foul balls, getting ahead. It opens up everything to him.
The 0-2. Tapper to second base. Ryan Ellis on 3 hops, goes to the right knee to get it, tosses on to Finney at first for the third out. A 1-2-3 start for Tyler Wood. We'll head to the Crawdads 1-2-3 in their lineup when we come back here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Bottom one here from Monte Vista High School. Austin Oda, Carson Mercier on the call as Ryan Ellis steps into the left-handed batter's box. The rest of the Crawdads lineup, they come in 12-3-1. Ellis leads off with John Gazdar, the shortstop, hitting second. Joey Donnelly bats third. Sam Gilliam behind the plate gets a start in the cleanup spot with Cole Fellows and Brian Duroff hitting 5th and 6th. Farfan, Harrison, and Finney round out the lineup. First pitch to Ryan Ellis is a fastball at the knees on the outside for strike one.
I was talking to Coach Cummings in the hour leading up to the game.
The 0-1 is a little high, 1-1.
And I was asking him what he thought about the offense and everything, and he said, you know, I like where the offense is at. I just wish we could hit with runners in scoring position.
1-1 is up high, 2-1.
And I was thinking about it. Have we really struggled with runners in scoring position?
Think he is expecting a little more.
I agree.
Not a struggle, but 2-1 is hit high, deep to center field. Going back to center fielder Eli White. He looks up. It is gone. Over the batter's eye for Ryan Ellis. A leadoff home run, his third of the summer, and the Crawdads take an early lead.
This guy's such a dog. Ryan Ellis is so good, and who needs to hit with runners in scoring position if you're just going to hit it over the fence? What a start for the Crawdads and Ryan Ellis, who's been on an absolute tear this summer.
Is that back-to-back at-bats here with a home run over the batter's eye?
That is correct.
So good. 432 his line coming into the game. 2 home runs, 10 runs batted in. It'll bring up John Gazdar. Gazdar, a little bit of a slow start for him. 2 for 10. No home runs, no runs batted in. Kurt Martin's first pitch to Gazdar is a fastball just outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Gazdar crushes one down the third base line. A fair ball as it tucks inside the third base bag. Around first, heading for second, Gazdar as it's picked up in the left field corner by Jake Richardson. He's going to throw it in. And Gazdar is standing on second with his first Crawdads extra base hit.
You hangy, he'll bangy. This one, a hanging slider over the heart of the plate, and he just pulls that down the third base line. And we're getting a little taste of what he did all summer long with the 24, or all season long with the 24 doubles. Nice start to this game for the Crawdads.
Here's Joey Donnelly, .313 average, a pair of home runs, 10 runs batted in. First pitch to Donnelly is swung on and missed. 0-1. The outfield from left to right for the Heat. It's Jake Richardson in left, Eli White in center with Alex Merchant in right, Josh Hardiman at third with Adam Reyes, the shortstop. He'll be playing the double play ball with Colin Callahan, the second baseman, and Devin Carter on first. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. 0-2. Connor Smith is behind the plate, and once again the righty on the bump is Kurt Martin. No balls, 2 strikes. Gazdar, small lead off second. Now extends a little bit. The 0-2. Outside, maybe a little high. 1-2.
I was just going to say, Kurt Martin, solid baseball name.
Good baseball name. Martin with an O. M-A-R-T-O-N.
Not typical.
A ball and 2 strikes to Donnelly. Here it comes. Donnelly chops it to second base on the backhand. It's the second baseman Callahan that scoops and throws to first in time to retire Donnelly with Gazdar moving over to third.
It's not the at-bat that Donnelly wanted, no, but it does a job. The 18 hopper, right side of the infield, moves the runner from second to third. It's small ball baseball, and it's not a hit with a runner in scoring position, but it sets up a good opportunity for Sam Gilliam, who is electric.
Slam Gilliam?
Slam Gilliam. Certainly a name you could call him. I think he's warranted that nickname at this point.
273 average, a pair of home runs, 5 runs batted in. First pitch to Gilliam is a good slider swung on and missed off the outside. 0-1.
At-bats have just been solid from him. 273 average, maybe a touch lower than he would have wanted, but hitting the ball hard a lot and seeing a lot of pitches, which is a good thing to see.
0-1 is off the outside, 1-1. I'll tell you what, 273, 2 home runs, 5 RBI, that just about matches the entire season's worth of production last season for the Crawdads catcher position. So Brant Cummings, who made it a goal of his to improve the catcher position, as the 2-1 is swung on and missed, or excuse me, the 1-1 swung on and missed, now 1-2. I think Sam Gilliam is a huge improvement. A catcher last year for the Crawdads would never have hit cleanup.
It's not often you see it. Not in this day of baseball.
1-2 is fly to the right side, but foul.
Good hitting catchers are very hard to come by, and I think as it is, this team has 3 good hitting catchers. You don't see that a whole lot.
Funny thing about last year's team is Crawdads were projected to have 2 really, really good hitting catchers, as the 1-2 to Gilliam is fly to right field in the park. Right there is Alex Merchant, hardly has to move. Tagging at third is Gazdar. Merchant makes the catch. They're going to test the arm. The throw is cut off by the first baseman. Relay to the plate is not in time. Gilliam gets the job done. It's 2-0 Crawdads.
Again, not a hit with a runner in scoring position, but it gets the job done. The second Crawdad run. More small ball baseball set up by Joey Donnelly, who just put one on the ground right side, allowed Gazdar to move to third. And then the sac fly by Gilliam. That is a quality at-bat.
Here's Cole Fellows, 239 average, a home run. First pitch, Fellows pops it up left side. Third baseman Hardiman gives it a look, but it's foul. And back to my point about the catching position last year. Projected to be maybe the best overall position that the Crawdads had. Tommy Splain started all year at Arizona, was really good for them. Sammy Diaz was a Buster Posey Award watch list. Diaz left after 4 games. Splain didn't show up. The 0-1. Fellows lines it straight back, 0-2. Two 2-0 Crawdads with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Martin looking for his first strikeout. The 0-2 is off the outside. A ball and 2 strikes.
How about Healdsburg losing today?
Shout out. Took him long enough.
Down they go.
The 1-2. Fellows lines it straight back. We'll do it again. It really did take them long enough.
18-1 now.
I believe so.
It's kind of a Mickey Mouse loss. 7-inning doubleheader.
Solano will take the win.
Hey.
They need it. The 1-2. Fellows hits it high, but in the park it looks to right field. Alex Merchant drifts back, now comes in. Looks like he's having trouble finding it, but with the green arm sleeves, settles under it for out number 3. Dads score a pair. We'll head to the top of the second. 2-0 Crawdads lead. Top half of the second inning, Tyler Wood set down the heat 1-2-3 in the top half of the first inning. He'll try to do the same here in the second with Jake Marr out of Rio Americano High School. First pitch to Marr is hit high to center field, but in the park. Going back, Griffin Harrison making his second appearance in center for the Crawdads. Right in front of the warning track, reaches up to the backhand side and makes the catch for out number 1.
He gave that one a ride there. Jake Moss put a good swing on that. It was going, and Griffin Harrison drifting to his right, back up against the warning track, which it's an adventure out there for sure. So that's a much more difficult catch than Harrison made it seem, showing off the athleticism.
Here's Jacob Richardson. First pitch to Richardson is a fastball hit high but foul. This is not my first time calling Jacob Richardson. Will not be my last time calling Jacob Richardson. A Bushnell Beacon legend.
Wow.
Light the torch. The 0-1. Slider a little low, 1-1.
It's always
Do you know
interesting.
anything about Bushnell?
I don't.
So, Bushnell shares a campus pretty much with UO.
Really?
It's a small private school, as the 1-1 is a slider right down the middle, 1-2. A small private school about a street away from UO. Mine and Spencer's apartment last year was literally right next to the Bushnell campus. The 1-2. Fastball got him swinging off the outside for the second strikeout for Woody.
Tyler Wood, he's got it going. The fastball seems up a tick, and he's blowing it by some guys right now, and that's just a here it is, hit it. Fastball, top of the zone. Let's see what you can do with the wind blowing in. Nice pitch.
Here's the sixth place hitter, Alex Merchant. First pitch to Merchant is a changeup swung on and missed. First pitch changeup, I think.
I like it.
Yeah?
Wasn't watching.
Oh, dude, I was so proud of myself for that one. He looked out in front. So, I'll take the victory. The 0-1 is a slider, tapped foul.
You've got the sliders down. It's the
'Cause
fastball.
I see them laterally.
It's the fastball changeup that you really struggle with.
Working on it.
We're working on it. We'll get you right.
Yeah, we will. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tyler Wood to Alex Merchant in the green arm sleeves. Here's the 0-2. Fastball high. A ball and 2 strikes. I am not a fan of the green arm sleeves.
You know, I'm going to have to agree with you. It's bold strategy, I think.
1-2. Slider. Reached at, popped up, shortstop John Gazdar on the second base bag makes the catch for out number 3. An efficient 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Wood. We'll head to the bottom of the second where the Crawdads bats will try to attack again here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. The Crawdads in the Sacramento Heat with the Dads leading 2-0 in the bottom of the second. It'll be Brian Duroff, Max Farfan, Griffin Harrison to hit for Walnut Creek. Duroff with .320 average this summer, a home run, 12 batted in. Still haven't really seen the power.
Not yet, but going to the opposite field is...
First pitch strike.
Opposite field home runs are a good indication of of the power that some of these guys have. I'm still impressed by Ryan Ellis. Dead center multiple times this summer.
0-1 hit high to right field in the park. Sprinting in is the right fielder Merchant, and that's going to drop, but it drops foul. 0-2. The power's there, and we know it. It's
Yep.
just not 21 home run power like he had in 120 at bats or something crazy at Chabot.
Yeah, and it's true, but I mean, different pitching, different setting. It's tough to read into things, especially with only 30 at bats.
0-2 curveball taken down low. Checked his swing. Appealed the first. No, says Justin Ammett. A ball and 2 strikes.
30 at bats is a little small, and when a guy goes nuclear over the season, you can't exactly expect it to transfer.
1-2 changeup wraps around the outside edge, called strike 3. First strikeout for Curtin Martin is the first out of the second.
Slider on the outer half, pretty perfect pitch. Looked like it just caught the corner, barely on the black, but perfectly placed for strike 3.
I'll bring up Max Farfan. Farfan 167 average, 2 home runs, 8 RBI. But the home run against Humboldt, maybe the biggest hit of the season so far. First pitch fastball on the outside. Max didn't think so.
Gillies was up there. Ellis had one that's up there. It's top three moment of the year for sure.
0-1. Fastball outside corner, strike 2. Good spot from Kurt Martin. He's been good. Solid.
He's
Outside of the first 2 batters, has calmed down.
He's filling it up, and the home run to lead off the game
0-2, just a little high with the fastball. 1-2.
is a little unfortunate, and then even the Gazdar double, a ground ball, had it been 3 feet further to the right, I mean that's a potential out. So
1-2, just a little high. 2-2.
like another good pitch. Couldn't tell what it was. I think it was the changeup.
Changeup and slider, similar speeds for the 2 of them. As the 2-2 is a slider tight. 3-2.
You have a good changeup, you're just going to be a good pitcher.
Yep.
It's the toughest pitch to hit, besides a lefty fastball that moves 21 inches.
3-2. Slider hit high and deep to left field, but in the park. Jacob Richardson sprinting towards the line will not make the catch as he slides into foul territory. Farfan gets another chance.
Full effort out there and left by Richardson.
It's the Bushnell way.
Yeah.
Go Beacons.
Yep.
Light the torch.
The only Bushnell that I'm aware of is the rangefinder in golf.
Don't know what that is.
Got to get you on the golf course.
We do.
Oda. It's unfortunate.
It is. Go Beacons. I love my Beacons. The Beacons play at maybe the most beautiful college baseball stadium I've ever seen, and that's not an exaggeration. 3-2, Farfan hits it high to left field, going back Richardson. He will look up. It is gone. Max Farfan clears the fence in left field and gives the Crawdads a 3-0 lead.
His 3rd of the year, hot shot. This one, didn't really think it was going to get out. It was the low liner. I think it might have hit off the top of the fence, and oh yeah, Max, he needed those. He's been needing these. Been getting robbed as of late.
3rd home run in about 3 or 4 days. He's been hot. Here's Griffin Harrison.
That plays.
Definitely plays. Griffin Harrison, a 156 average, a home run, 5 runs batted in. I think the stats with Griffin are a little misleading. First pitch, slider at the knees, called strike 1.
Very, get ready. Ha-Sung Kim.
Oh my god. 0-1 popped foul to the right. 0-2.
And I say this because elite defense all across the infield, can play 3rd, short, 2nd. Doesn't really matter where you put him, and he's going to make plays. Hey, you can put him out in center, and he's going to be good in center too.
The 0-2 to Harrison is tapped to the right side. High but foul.
And the bat is solid.
Does enough for what he does defensively.
Exactly. And he's been putting better swing. I say this about a lot of guys, but a lot of guys have been putting good swings on and haven't really had anything to show for it.
0-2 slider outside, 1-2.
And I think he fits into that category.
I agree. I think he's a better hitter than the numbers show.
Yep.
And the defense will play anywhere.
Yep.
And I think for a guy that's probably the 5th infielder on this roster, or I should say the backup, because you have a Gazdar who is 5th or 6th in the rotation as the 1-2 is lined to left field. That's a base hit over the reach of the shortstop Reyes. And his first hit of the day.
Did a good job. I think that was the changeup. Went down to get it. Good swing by Harrison to just poke that thing into left field. You'll take the base hit any way you can get it. It's the 4th hit of the day already for the Crawdads.
Well, like I was saying, that he's not a guy that's going to start every game, but when he comes in, he's going to do really well defensively. He can rotate in as a late game defensive replacement.
Exactly.
And he'll do more than enough.
And that goes a long way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value in being a good defender.
Here's Emmett Finney. First pitch to Finney is high and tight, 1-0. Finney a 214 average, still yet to clear the fences, but an RBI.
Gonna say it's probably a tough day to hit some home runs. Crawdads already have 2. The wind is blowing in from center.
Runner goes from first. Huge jump from Harrison. The pitch is called a strike. The throw is not nearly in time.
Aggressive, create chaos. That's what the Crawdads have been doing. Stealing bases, putting pressure on. It's been a lot of Ryan Ellis doing dancing off second. We saw that yesterday. Today, Harrison swiping a bag. Nico Button stole 2 bags yesterday.
CCL League leader Joey Donnelly back in the lineup. The 1-1. Finney hits it high and deep to right field. Looks like it's in the park. Alex Merchant in front of the warning track will make the catch for out number 2. Tagging from second, Harrison. He'll head to third without a throw. And the Crawdads have a runner on third with 2 outs.
I think that was a little bit of a wind ball there. It looked like Finney got a pretty good piece of it. It looked like a good swing. I love when hitters go to the opposite field in the air. It looks pretty, and unfortunate there that the wind is kind of blowing straight in.
Here's Ryan Ellis, another great start for him. 1 for 1, a home run. Cleared the batter's eye in center. Martin will work from the windup as the first pitch to Ryan Ellis is a changeup at the knees called strike 1. Harrison on third, 2 outs, 3-0, Crawdads lead. The 0-1. Ellis lines it foul, but straight back. 0-2.
Time to protect. Ellis hasn't been in a lot of these 0-2, 1-2 counts this season. He's swinging at the first pitch almost every time and hitting it in play. Let's see how he protects here.
0-2. Ellis takes up and out with a slider, 1-2.
And it just gives the... Ryan Ellis just has the vibe that he's going to put a tough at-bat with 2 strikes. He's not going to swing and miss a whole lot. He's going to fight, and that's scary as a pitcher.
1-2. Ellis takes up and away with a fastball, 2-2.
Such a good eye, and he's got so much pop too. It's ridiculous the amount of strength that this kid has.
Deuce is wild with number 2 at the dish. Here's the pitch. It's up and in, 3-2.
We were talking about it, pound for pound, one of the strongest on this team. I think
Easily.
that's definitely a fair assessment to make.
John Gazdar on deck with 2 outs. Ellis already a home run today. 3-2 pitch. Ellis takes just below the knees off the inside, ball 4. Good at bat. 0-2 to a walk.
Oh, yeah. Clap it up for Ryan Ellis. That's a major league at-bat right there. From 0-2 to 3-2, drawing the walk. Tip your cap, because that's a major league at-bat right there.
Here's John Gazdar, hit his first extra base hit in the red and black earlier today. So he's 1 for 1. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. First pitch to Gazdar is a fastball on the outside. Snap throw back to first. Ellis is in safely. 0-1. No balls and a strike to John Gazdar. Harrison on third. Ellis on first. Good speed all around. 0-1 is on the outside. 0-2. Ellis had a huge jump.
Yeah, I've never seen a runner on first jump around like that. Could have had second base, I think, fairly easily.
Ellis goes from first. The 0-2 is grounded through the left side, a base hit. Harrison comes home to score. Ellis a big turnaround second, but he'll stay right there. Ooh. An RBI single from John Gazdar, and it's 4-0.
Just another good piece of hitting with 2 strikes. Poke it through the left side. You're 2 for 2, halfway to the cycle. Have a day, John John.
That'll bring up Joey Donnelly, who grounded out to second his first time up. But before that, a visit to the mound from the pitching coach.
It's interesting. The catcher, Smith, having a word with the home plate umpire amidst the meeting on the mound. That's something I've never seen before.
Yeah, this is a little awkward. Some chirping from the pitching coach or the manager, whoever that is, to the umpires throughout the game.
It's bizarre.
Long meeting to the mound. And the meeting to the mound is done. All of a sudden. I always wonder what they're saying in those like really long meetings.
Yeah, I don't know.
How much can you say past? Step it up a little.
I don't know. 4 runs and an inning and 2/3 is tough, but it almost gives the vibe that he hasn't pitched terribly.
Agreed. He's filling the strike zone, and that's all you can do. Still just 1 walk for the Crawdads. First pitch to Donnelly is off the outside, 1-0.
Had a huge jump by Ryan Ellis right there. I'd honestly be surprised to see a double steal in effect here, just because Donnelly getting a favorable matchup with the righty, 2 outs.
1-0, Donnelly takes the slider just below the knees, 2-0.
You don't want to make the first or last out at third. So I'd be surprised with the front door open here, as the left-handed hitter, of course.
2-0. Donnelly takes... Ooh. Okay. Strike 1.
Martin says thank you. Because that was a ball.
That was, 4 or 5 inches off the outside? 2-1. Donnelly takes up high and outside, 3-1. Ooh. Yeah, that wasn't close.
No.
3 balls and a strike. Hitters count for Donnelly with Slam Gilliam waiting on deck. Pickoff move back to second. Ellis is caught in a rundown. Throw's going to go to third. Hardiman places the tag. They have Ellis picked off between second and third. But the Crawdads scored 2 more times on 3 hits. Strand a runner on base. We'll head to the top of the third. 4-0 Dads. Top of the third inning, 7-8-9 to hit for the Sac Heat. Tyler Wood back out to the bump. First pitch to Connor Smith is a fastball that was a strike to Joey Donnelly, but is a ball to Connor Smith, 1-0.
The pulsing zone. Gotta love it. Big, small, big, small.
1-0. Tapper back behind Gilliam, 1-1.
As an umpire, it's your job to keep the hitters and pitchers and catchers on their toes.
Don't think that's in the job description.
Can never be too consistent.
Tyler Wood's been good, a pair of strikeouts through his first 2 innings of work. 1-1. Line drive, right center field. Going back is Donnelly. He will leap and make the catch in the right center field alleyway. 1 down.
That was an adventurous route taken by Joey Donnelly. Started in, had to kind of change his route, start going back, but nice leaping catch out there for the first out here in the third.
That'll bring up Devin Carter, the first baseman. No stats, no nothing for 7-8-9 in the Heat lineup. First pitch to Carter is hit high, but shallow to left field. John Gazdar going back behind third base will make the catch and flip to the third baseman for out number 2.
Yeah, John, this is your infield. You take control. Farfan was calling for it. He has his hands up in the air. I think he's talking to John saying, that was my ball. That was my ball. No, this is John's infield.
John's infield. Sounds like a good TV show.
Yeah.
Here's Eli White, not to be confused with Eli White. First pitch to Eli White is a slider on the outside, strike one. Eli White, a utility player for the Texas Rangers. Not very good.
Not this Eli White.
Not this Eli White. No, nothing about this one. The 0-1. Fastball popped up left side, foul. 0-2. Wood from the third base side of the slab. Ready? And the 0-2. Slider got him swinging. Gilliam applies the tag. Third strikeout for Woody through 3 innings. 9 up, 9 down for Tyler Wood. We'll head bottom of the third inning, 4-0 Crawdads. Bottom half of the third inning, Joey Donnelly, Sam Gilliam, Cole Fellows to hit for the Crawdads. Donnelly 0 for 1 today, moved a runner to third in his first at-bat, and then was up in a 3-1 count when Ryan Ellis got picked off between second and third. So he gets another look at Kurt Martin. First pitch, curveball up high, 1-0.
It's kind of a dumb decision by Ryan Ellis. 3-1 count, what are you trying to steal for it?
Not quite sure. The 1-0. Donnelly taps it to the left side slowly on 2 hops. The third baseman, Hardiman, scoops, throws wide at first, and Donnelly's there safely on the E5.
Hardiman just couldn't get the ball out of his glove. Tough transfer when you're moving like that, cross-body throwing. And yeah, a lot of the times that will be the result.
Well, I'm sure Josh Hardiman knows. Speed demon, Joey Donnelly.
Oh, yeah.
CCL leader in steals,
Yeah,
Joey
you know
Donnelly. Gotta respect the speed.
Have to.
Here's Slam Gilliam. Gilliam 0 for 0. Hit a fly ball to right field that scored Gazdar in his first at-bat. First pitch, Gilliam squares to bunt, pops it up. It's the catcher that will reach out, and Smith makes the play for out number 1.
Do not like bunting right there. It's a 4-run game already. I'd say you're looking to add on not just 1 or 2, but in big bunches, and just giving away an out with a 4-run lead is bold.
Bold. Here's Cole Fellows. The sounds of the mamas and papas blaring through the speakers here at Monte Vista.
Solid walk-up.
Pickoff move. Donnelly's back in at first. CCL steals leader Joey Donnelly back in at first. You heard me.
Oh, yeah.
First pitch. Fellows takes a changeup at the knees, 0-1. Joey Donnelly leads the CCL with 5 steals. 0-1. Fellows lines it through the left side. That's a pretty swing. That's a base knock for Cole.
Yeah, such a sweet swing on the fastball on the outer half. Take it that way, punch it through into left field. How about Cole Fellows' first hit of the day?
Kobe Siegel is now arguing that Joey Donnelly is fast. Joey Donnelly is not fast.
5 steals. That'll tell a story.
Here's Brian Duroff. Struck out looking. The only strikeout of the day for Kurt Martin. Runners on first and second. First pitch to Duroff is a slider. Good block by Connor Smith. 1-0. I'm so cold. The 1-0. Duroff takes down and in. 2-0.
Trying to get any bit of sun.
Yeah, my head is like fully out of the...
Do I have permission to get the camera on your setup right here?
No. I think this looks so stupid, whatever I'm doing.
I think we have to.
No.
Please.
2-0. Duroff takes a fastball on the outside, 2-1. I'm gonna hate this. 2 balls a strike and out. Donnelly on second with Cole Fellows on first. Get that off of me.
It's off.
2-1. Duroff flies it to the right side, foul. 2-2.
I respect it, though. You got to get in the sun. It's cold in this booth. It's, you know, whatever it is on the field, it's 10 degrees colder up here. So get the sun. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Didn't start that way, though.
The 2-2. Duroff lines it to right center. That's trouble. Eli White in center field will dive and make the catch in the right center field alleyway. What a play by the center fielder, Eli White, for the second out of the inning.
When this ball was struck, I thought extra bases all the way. It kind of held up in the air a little bit longer than I was expecting, and that's a really nice play out in center field, keeping a run from scoring, giving your pitcher a chance to get out of this inning, toss up the first scoreless inning of the day.
Man in his way, Max Farfan. The Farfanimal.
The man that loves the circle neck game. Is that what the name is? Can't get over that.
No. Home run in his first at-bat. First pitch here is a changeup right down the middle, 0-1. Third home run of the year, leads the team. Actually, no, it does lead the team.
No.
Tied with Ellis and Casey. Does Casey have 4?
4. He's got 4.
0-1. Little high. Ball 1. Are you sure? I'm going to check that.
Pretty sure he does. He has 2.
Oh my God, you're right.
2
Casey
at
Cummings has 4 home runs.
2 at Billy and Luis Yarbrough
Stadium, right. The 1-1. Farfan lines it to center field. Eli White will not have a play on this one. It bounds to his left. Coming home to score is Donnelly as the throw comes into the shortstop, Reyes. Another RBI for Max Farfan. His second hit of the day gives the Crawdads a 5-0 lead.
Man, is this kid swinging a hot bat right now. The home run and an RBI single here. It's only the 3rd inning, and Farfan has 2 RBIs, 2 hits. He's halfway to the cycle. These Crawdads are swinging some hot bats today.
Here's Griffin Harrison, a quarter of the way to the cycle. A single and stolen base, first pitch. Harrison hits it high to center field. Eli White sprinting in, the right fielder, Merchant, will give it a look, and he makes the catch. Does Merchant in shallow right center. The Crawdads score 1 on a pair of hits and an error to lead off the inning. Led to the top of the 4th inning. 5-0, the Crawdads lead. Top half of the 4th inning. Our interns suck. Adam Reyes leads off. And I'm not going to say anything on the broadcast
Yet.
First pitch to Reyes is a slider on the outside. 0-1. Reyes struck out looking on 5 pitches, his first at bat.
I don't know if you know, but there's currently a perfect game going.
A 1. Slider on the outside, 0-2.
Oh, yeah, catch the black.
Yes, Sean, do you believe in superstitions? Our entire booth up here doesn't, and I hate it.
Jinxes are fake.
No. The 0-2. Slider off the outside, 1-2. I just think you have to respect the pitcher and not say anything. Because baseball is the most superstitious game. 1-2. Fastball popped up right side, going back. Ryan Ellis coming in. Joey Donnelly, he will make the catch. I agree. You can't say anything.
Right, but I have it on the broadcast.
Tyler Wood has set up 10 straight. Thank you. Here's Colin Callahan, who's 0 for 1.
I don't believe in any of it.
First pitch squares to bunt, taps it right side, foul. Bunting is weak in this situation.
It's too early to be
I just think
saying
bunting
it's
is weak generally.
It's sure, but I agree. I'm not going to disagree with that statement, but on a strict basis of
No.
the
Shh. Shh.
okay.
Shh. Shh. 0-1. Slider line to the left side, foul.
We have back-to-back days with the roll call from the
I
bullpen.
love the bullpen roll call.
I think that's how you know this team's having fun.
Yeah. You don't see this that often in summer ball.
No. You don't get that in the Cape.
Maybe you do.
I don't think you get that in the Cape.
I don't think you get this many places in the CCL. The 0-2. Slider, line foul to the right. You don't get much in the Cape. Like, the baseball's good, but outside of that, it kind of sucks.
Where is it? Massachusetts?
It's like East Coast. I think it's mostly in Mass. The 0-2. Slider off the outside and low, 1-2.
I like that pitch from Tyler Wood there because he's gone to the slider a couple straight pitches, and every single time he's gone more and more off the plate, trying to get him to bite. This one just a little bit too much, but still a really good 0-2 pitch.
Woods 1-2. Fastball high, got him swinging. 4th strikeout for Tyler Wood is the second out of the 4th.
Yup. Fastball at the letters. Do what you can. You can't do much. There's 2 away in the 4th. It's looking pretty good right now.
That'll bring up Joshua Hardiman. Wood's first pitch to Hardiman is off the inside, 1-0. Hardiman 0 for 1. Grounded out 2-2 his first time up. The 1-0. Fastball fly to the right side, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. From Tyler Wood. 5-0 Crawdads lead. Wood looks in and delivers the 1-1. Change up, tapped foul. 1-2.
Every piece of contact that is made at this point in the game, you just get a little nervous.
I hate all of you up here. A ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs from Tyler Wood here in the 4th. Wood to Hardiman. Sets and delivers the 1-2. Fastball tapped foul again. We'll do it again.
Good battle being put up here with 2 strikes. Got to make him throw as many pitches as possible.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 4th. Wood comes set and fires. Fastball grounded to short. John Gazdar on 4 hops. Scoops, tosses to first, and retires Hardiman 6-3. We'll head bottom 4, 5-0 Crawdads.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. The NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. Snap the paper. It's perfect.
Welcome to your Kodak moment.
That, I did it.
That'll bring up Emmett Finney.
Kobe is crazy.
Finney's the Meadowlark player of the game, so if he reaches base, one lucky fan will receive Meadowlark ice cream. I can attest now, it is fire ice cream.
It is very good. We had it the other day. I will say I liked it a lot.
First pitch to Finney is a fastball off the outside edge, 1-0.
I got just chocolate, though, and I'm not a huge chocolate ice cream fan.
I love chocolate ice cream.
I like the swirl. I do like vanilla.
1-0. Finney takes up and out, 2-0. Did we announce who the new pitcher is? It's Cam Staten, a lefty, who is committed to Westmont College. Something.
Westmont in Southern California.
Really? Finney hits the 2-0 high past the infield. Center fielder Eli White coming in. He will make the call, make the catch for out number 1.
Westmont is in Carpinteria, California.
That's a place.
A little bit past Carpinteria. No, a little bit in front, a little north of Carpinteria. About 10 minutes out of downtown Santa Barbara. Very close to me. Very beautiful.
I believe it. Here's Ryan Ellis. A 1-for-1 day, also walked. First pitch, Ellis takes a slider on the outside, 0-1.
Montecito is a very, very nice area. Very. Oprah lives there. I think
Heard of her?
Ellen lives there.
Heard of her.
LeBron has a house there.
Heard of him. 0-1, grounded to short. On the carpet, Adam Reyes scoops, flubs, throws to first, not in time. Ellis beats it out. He's 6 in the book.
Ryan Ellis can get it done any way possible. He gets on base any way he can. He's got the home run. And here just an infield bleeder. And he's got such wheels that the shortstop Reyes knows he's got to be quick and led to an error.
Here's Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Gazdar.
That's probably why, because the ending in Gazdar.
Yeah.
John's 2 for 2. A double and a single. First pitch to Gazdar is down low. Good stop by Connor Smith, 1-0. John, Jar Jar, Gazdar.
I didn't get the chance to tell him that I called him.
You were also scared to tell him.
I was. I flubbed his name. Brome thought it was funny, so that's good.
Ryan Brome thinks everything is funny.
Didn't like my Mark Burley comparison the other day.
The 1-0 to Gazdar. Slider on the outside, 1-1.
I think my comparisons are pretty good.
Yeah, I liked the Griffin Harrison to Ha-Sung Kim comparison.
It checks out.
1-1. Gazdar lines it to left field. That's a base hit in towards the corner. Around second, heading for third is the leadoff hitter Ellis. He'll get to third. Gazdar cruises into second. Another double for the man who hit 24 at Austin P. The Crawdads in business once again.
And I think Austin, you can see a little bit how he hit so many doubles at Austin P. He's so fast, and you just place it down in the outfield, and yeah, that'll do just fine. 2 runners in scoring position for the Dads.
That'll bring up the moon man, Joey Donnelly. Donnelly, 0 for 2. Reached on an error his last at-bat, came around to score, also chopped out to second. Runners on second and third, 1 out. First pitch to Donnelly is a slider outside corner, strike 1. 5-0 Crawdads. Tyler Wood has been spectacular on the mound. Crawdads bats have rewarded him, I should say. 0-1 pitch. Donnelly takes a slider in the same spot, but called the ball. No idea where that one missed.
Keep them on their toes.
Okay. Ball and a strike. It's the pitch to Donnelly. Slider. That's the same spot 3 pitches in a row. Ball and 2 strikes. Slam Gilliam waits on deck. The 1-2 to Donnelly. Slider got him swinging.
It's a tough at-bat there if you're Joey Donnelly. You see three sliders that really could be called any or either way. And fastball ran in on the hands, couldn't catch up to it.
That'll bring up Sam Gilliam. 0 for 2. Actually 0 for 1. Popped out in foul territory his last time, trying to bunt. Then also hit into a sac fly. First pitch to Gilliam is chopped to the left side on 2 hops. Joshua Cardamon throws it over to first and retires Gilliam 5-3. The first time the Crawdads have gone down without a run. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Crawdads lead 5-0. It's off half of the 5th inning. Crawdads lead 5-0. Jake Marr, Jake Richardson, and Alex Merchant to hit against Tyler Wood here in the 5th. First pitch on its way from Wood. Grounded up the middle. John Gazdar behind the second base bag. Scoops, throws to first, and retires the leadoff hitter. Same way that the top half of the 4th ended the top half of the 5th. Starts 6-3.
Sometimes balls like that in this game make your heart stop just a little bit more than others, and that's a nice play by John Gazdar up the middle for out number 1.
Here's Jake Richardson. Light the torch. Torch has been lit. Richardson struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch comes in and hits him.
Foul ball. That has to be a foul ball.
That's a foul ball.
That was all bat.
Still a no-hitter, all right?
Oh, my God. That's your fault, Carson. That's your fault, Kobe. This is why we do not say...
There goes perfection.
This is why we do not say this in the broadcast.
We never said it in the broadcast.
Kobe is too loud. Here's Alex Merchant. First base runner. Shh. Shh. You're quiet, Kobe. Quiet game for you. First pitch to Merchant is a slider off the outside, 1-0. Gilliam snaps a throw back to first, but in safely is Richardson. Shh. Silent game for Kobe.
You hate to lose it like... I mean, that was a foul ball.
Yes, and that's why we don't talk.
Well...
That's why we don't say words.
Jinxes are fake.
No, they're not.
I wasn't on the broadcast.
Pickoff move. Richardson's backing at first. Shh. Shh. Shh.
All right, fine.
Go to the dugout. You've been... No, I'm just kidding. I need you here. Wood nods the 1-0. Slider down low. Starting to stop at first from Richardson.
Gilly going to work behind the plate. What's new?
Two balls, no strikes. To the 6th place hitter, Alex Merchant. Here's the pitch. Fastball line to right field, but right at the right fielder, Donnelly, who drops it in right. The throw's going to go to second. They're going to get the out there. A 9-6 6 put out.
Fielder's choice.
Yeah.
Error.
No error because he made the play.
Oh, yeah,
at
no
second.
error because there's an out. But it's not a hit. Rest assured, it is not a hit.
Here's Connor Smith. Smith 0 for 1. I hate all of you. Except Justin. First pitch. Slider, fly to the right side, but foul. That Tesla over there is parked in an unfortunate place because that is prime get hit territory.
If you're driving a Tesla, you know, it
Move it.
probably wouldn't hurt you too much.
Yeah, 1 is a slider down and away, 1-1.
Especially the Model S that's out over there.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
It's a very, very nice car.
The 1-1. Fastball popped up. Back of short, the center fielder Griffin Harrison charging in will make the catch for the 3rd out. A hit by pitch is all that the Heat get. Will head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 5-0 Crawdads. Bottom half of the 5th inning, 5-0 the Crawdads lead as Cole Fellows is set to lead off. Fellows a 1 for 2 start to his day. Here in his 3rd at bat, facing the lefty Cam Staten. First pitch to Fellows, squares to bunt, pushes at it, but he goes past him for strike 1.
I've found the ultimate strategy with the headset. Put it in the sun in between innings, and it gets the foam pieces for the ear nice and warm.
I like that. That's smart. The 0-1. Fellows takes a curveball a little high, 1-1.
It's nice for the first 8 seconds or so that I have the headset on, and outside of that, it's just goes back to normal, but it feels good.
1-1. Fellows chops it to second on 3 hops. Colin Callahan scoops, tosses over to first in time for out number 1.
Stanton's doing a good job coming into this game and really has limited the damage, got himself out of a jam in the last inning, getting some weak contact, just making pitchers pitches and getting outs.
Pitchers pitches, I like that. Here's Brian Duroff. Duroff, one of just a couple dads that hasn't reached today. Him, Emmett Finney, and Sam Gilliam. First pitch to Duroff is swung on and missed. Good changeup it looked like.
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
Yeah, really?
Look at you.
Oh, man. I'm so proud of myself.
As you should be.
0-1 to Duroff. Staten's pitch is lined straight back. 0-2. Yeah, I did the thing.
Yeah.
Duroff, one of just 2 strikeouts for the Crawdads today as he struck out looking on 4 pitches. His first at bat, then got robbed of a hit by Eli White in his last trip. 0-2. Duroff taps it foul. Eli White, also not to be compared with Eli White's side. Giants catcher, gray hair at the age of like 20.
You know, I'll never judge someone's hair.
You have solid hair.
It's just not the case.
0-2 hit high, but foul. Out of play.
Hairlines, receding hair, thinning hair. I'll never make fun of it. Will never happen.
Maybe you're just like a good person for that.
No, I know what it's like. That's when I go home on the 1st through the 5th of July.
Yeah.
Going to a doctor's appointment.
Really?
Getting it checked out. It's
Really?
scaring me.
Okay.
TMI maybe, but
Just wasn't expecting that to come up during the broadcast.
no.
But hey, 0-2. Duroff takes... Man, this zone sucks.
This is brutal, but Austin, I think I really like our broadcasts. I think I
do
a lot
too.
of fun. A lot of fun on these broadcasts.
Why do you bring that up?
Just because talking about hair, talking about Jar Jar Binks yesterday.
1-2, slider. That one's a strike? Okay. Strike 3 to Duroff.
Yeah, and Duroff is frustrated, and rightfully so. This one on the paint, maybe even a little bit further down to it was low and it was outside in the left-handed batter's box. Tough way to take out number 2.
Down and out. Here's Max Farfan. 2 for 2, a home run, a single, halfway to the cycle.
Talk about good walk-up songs. I like Farfans.
Yeah.
Top 3 walk-up songs from players on this team.
First pitch, Farfan digs it out, pops it up right side. Devin Carter, the first baseman, in foul territory with just enough room to make the catch for out number 3. Nice play by Carter. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. The Crawdads lead it 5-0.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by the NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment.
Snap the paper.
2 for 2 today.
This new catcher is brought to you by NorCal. Nah. New catcher, though. Owen Firestone moves behind the plate. Ah, I kicked the camera. I think we're good.
It's fine.
Hippensteel making his second appearance on the bump. Right-hander out of UC Davis. First pitch that he throws is at the knees for a called strike. The book on Tyler Wood. He was fantastic. Best start of the summer for a Crawdad. 5 innings, just a hit by pitch, 4 strikeouts. No, nothing else. And you're not going to say anything after that. Hippensteel set at the belt, the 0-1. Change-up, good one. Swung on and missed. Way out in front was Devin Carter.
Solid pitch right there.
That was a change-up, right?
Yeah, it looked really good.
Good shape on it.
Oh, yeah.
I was impressed in Hippensteel's first appearance. He looked good. The 0-2. Change-up, popped up left side. John Gazdar with his feet in the outfield grass squeezes it for out number 1.
Nice start. And, yeah, Hippensteel, I think this is a guy that has a bright future. And I say that about a lot of these guys, but he's kind of just got the it
factor.
The it factor?
I think it's a good baseball name.
Yeah.
Hippensteel.
Exactly. If you have to have a good name to be a good baseball player. Like, you look at all the players in the major leagues, and they have good names.
Every single one of them.
Pretty much.
First pitch, Eli White squares to bunt, takes a curveball up high. 1-0. It's another, like, really good baseball name. You know who's a good one? UCLA has a kid named John Vaughns.
Yeah, that's good.
He also plays football for them. Starts both football and baseball. The 1-0. Change up below the knees. 2-0. John Vaughns.
Solid.
Are there more blue ones? Thank you. There we go. 2-0. Swearing to bunt. Takes a strike at the knees. 2-1.
Yeah, Hippensteel in his last outing against the Humboldt Crabs. Pitched an inning, struck out a batter. He was perfect in that outing.
God, I hate you. 2-1 from Hippensteel. Fastball line foul. 2-2.
3 days ago on June 22nd. I still want to know your top 3 walk-up songs.
Oh, that was a question.
Yeah.
I have to think about that. Hippensteel, the 2-2. Fastball. Actually, change up. Yeah, change up.
I couldn't tell.
Okay. Tap foul, whatever it was.
Wasn't paying attention.
Top 3 walk-up songs. I think I like Brian's a lot.
Yeah.
I think Brian's is a good one. Ryan Brome's Dreams is a very good one.
Very solid.
2-2 pitch. Curveball, tap to third. Max Farfan behind the third base bag. It's foul. Do it again.
Cole Fellows has a good...
It's a good song, but I don't love it as a walk-up song.
I don't love it as a walk-up song either, but it's just like... I think a walk-up song should do one of a few things. It should either get you hyped up, calm you down, get the crowd into it. I had a few different ones in high school. Right now, like, with my music taste, let me think for a few pitches, and I'll get back to you on that.
Hippensteel, the 2-2. Fastball struck him out looking on the outside. First K for Max Hippensteel is the second out of the 5th.
Yeah, freeze him up. Fastball dotted on the corner. Hey, you're not touching that one, so might as well take it for strike 3.
Here's Adam Reyes. Reyes is, like a lot of these hitters, 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout. Hippensteel comes set for the first pitch. It's up high. Ooh, called a strike. Okay, 0-1.
So for pitching, I think my walk-up song would be "Get the Party Started" by Pink.
Okay.
I think that's very solid. Actually,
0-1. Fastball got him. Pushed it past him. Excuse me. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hippensteel comes set, looking for his second strikeout back-to-back. It would be the 0-2. Curveball just a little low, 1-2.
if I was a hitter, probably something 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Eminem. Haven't honed in on one just yet. Used to be Disco Inferno for a little while.
Here's Hippensteel with the 1-2. Fastball got him swinging. That's 3.
Okay, so I
No. Okay. That's 2. That was definitely strike 3.
I was ready to go cue up some music for the half inning.
Here's Hippensteel with the 2-2. Fastball got him looking right at the knees, painted it at the bottom of the zone. Back-to-back Ks for Hippensteel will head bottom 6 here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Bottom half of the 6th inning, 5-0 Crawdads. We go back to the walk-up song question. This might be one of my favorites.
Yeah.
707.
Yep, that's a very, very good
for
one.
Griffin Harrison.
I forgot about it. It is very solid.
Harrison's 1 for 2. Takes a first pitch slider inside, 1-0. And he is referred to now by some of the team as 707.
Yeah, Coach Cummings
Coach
calls
Cummings
him
calls him 707, which I think is cool.
Yeah. E40, big in this area.
1-0. Slider at the knees, 1-1. I believe he's from SF.
Yeah.
I know he's a Giants Warriors fan.
Threw out the first pitch at the Giants game that I went to.
Cool dude.
Yeah.
1-1. Fastball away. 2-1. What's Fitzy's walk-up music? Or walkout music?
I don't know. What is your walk-ups? Thug by Slim Thug. H-Town.
Okay.
I don't remember ever hearing it. Played it once.
2-1. Harrison fists it to the right side, and a nice sliding stop by Callahan. Gets up, throws to first, and retires Harrison.
That's a very, very nice play on the right side of the infield. And, yeah, it's close to first base, but you got to get up quick. Harrison was burning down the first base line. That's a very nice out. Number 1.
That'll bring up Emmett Finney. Finn still looking for that first hit. First time on base today. He is the on-base batter. Trying to get him going. The lefty, Staten, comes set, and the first pitch to Finney is grounded slowly to the shortstop Reyes. He scoops it up, tosses to first. It's wide of first, and Finney reaches safely.
We get ice cream. Someone gets ice cream.
Free ice cream. E6.
And
second of the day, I believe, for...
Yes.
No, first of the day. The last one was on the third baseman.
And, hey, get on base any way you can. Emmett Finney just won a happy fan some free ice cream.
That'll bring up Ryan Ellis. Actually, I was right. Second error for
Yeah.
the shortstop. Ellis reached on an error by the shortstop his last at bat.
Yeah.
So Ellis is 1 for 2, a home run to center field in his first at bat. Then he walked, reached on an error. First pitch from Staten to Ellis is a curveball that drops to the strike zone, but is called up high, 1-0.
And every time we've selected a player, they've gotten on base.
The 1-ball, no-strike pitch is a pickoff move, but Finney is nowhere near off the bag. One ball, no strikes to the leadoff hitter, Ellis. With a runner on first and 1 out, here's the pitch. Ellis takes a curve up high, 2-0. 5-0 Crawdads. Five runs, 8 hits, no errors for Walnut Creek. No runs, no hits, 3 errors for the Heat. 2-0. Ellis takes a fastball outside edge, 2-1. 7-0-7.
It's got a good ring to it.
Uh-huh. 2 balls and a strike to number 2. Here's the pitch. Fastball down low. Not a fastball. 3-1.
Probably not a fastball there. I don't know.
Looked hard, but it was just
Pulled.
floppy.
Yeah, it's pulled.
3 balls and a strike. Ellis already 1 walk today. Finney, below average speed on first. 3-1 to Ellis. Grounded through the right side, a base hit. Right fielder Merchant scoops it up. Ellis on first with his second hit of the day.
I mean, I'm going to run out of words talking about Ryan Ellis. This kid does it all. And wherever he ends up next year, they're getting a good one. They are getting a great baseball player, a great human being. I'm excited for this kid's future.
Here's John. 3-hit day for John Gazdar. A pair of doubles and a single. First pitch to Gazdar is grounded through the left side, a base hit. Finney's going to be held at third. A 4-hit day through just 6 innings for John Gazdar.
Wasting no time here. First pitch swinging through the left side. He's pull happy today, but hey, it's working.
Visit to the mound from the pitching coach. It's 5-0 Crawdads. 10 hits for the Dads. Joey Donnelly, the left-handed hitter, who's 0 for 3 due up. Staten, I think, has been good. 2 shutout innings, and now a little trouble, but no help from his defense here in the 6th, his 3rd inning of work. I think this is a good time for a look around the CCL, shall we?
I'm trying to bring that up as we speak.
This look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. American Stage Tours, small enough to care, large enough to compete. Here, do you need help? Go to league menu.
Oh.
And then scoreboard.
Okay. Healdsburg Prune Packers lost to the Solano Mudcats. We talked about that. Score was 4-2. In the bottom of the 4th, Lincoln Potters and the Bay Area Admirals. It's the Potters 2, Admirals 1. In Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Mudcats and Packers, Packers are leading this one 1-0.
First pitch, Donnelly takes outside, 1-0.
We'll see the Conejo Oaks and Arroyo Seco Saints at 6:05 at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field, and the Barons and Riptide at 7.
Snap throw back to third and safely. No! Finney is called out at third on the good throw by Connor Smith. Pitch was called outside. It's 2-0, but Finney is picked off third base.
And that's the second kind of miscue on the basis for the Crawdads. One came from Ryan Ellis, and this one here getting picked off at third can't happen.
2 balls and no strikes to Joey Donnelly. The pitch, Donnelly takes on the outside. And now I'm hearing 1 and 2. Okay.
This is all over the place.
Home plate umpire has not done a great job of staying consistent with what he calls a strike or a ball.
Who doesn't love CCL non-league?
1-2. Donnelly grounds it to third, foul. Me. I don't love CCL non-league.
Yeah.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Moon Man at the dish against the tough lefty, Cam Staten. He looks to second. Runners on first and second. 2 down. He delivers. Fastball up. 2-2. 2 hits in the inning for the Dads, an error. Deuces are wild with 2 runners on. 5-0 Walnut Creek leads. Staten looks to the plate. Now looks to second. And delivers. Donnelly strikes out swinging. Good slider from Staten. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. No runs, 2 hits, an error. 2 runners left on base. Emmett Finney picked off third. Definitely helps the Heat case. We'll head to the top of the 7th, 5-0 Crawdads.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by the NorCal Oaks. The NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong life and character skills in a fun and positive environment. 3 for 3.
Solid last one. Wasn't perfect. Like it was perfect
slowed it.
word for word, but you got a little caught up.
I read what Sophie had sent to the group chat while I was reading, or while I was doing the call to the bullpen, so a little tough.
I hear excuses.
Okay. Here's Ryan Featherston. Future
The Duck?
Future Duck. Not
He's
the
been
Duck.
he's been solid.
Been okay.
Looking for a little bit of bounce back outing.
And in a day like today, I mean, the Crawdads are certainly looking for one.
They'll be facing 2-3-4 Colin Callahan, Joshua Hardiman, and Jake Marr. Marr. 5-0 Dads.
Nice.
Ryan Featherston's first pitch of his outing is line to right center. That's a base hit.
Oh.
Into right center field, drops in front of Donnelly. The first hit comes in the 7th. I hate you. I hate you. I hate Andy. I love Justin.
Oh, so if he said nothing, it would have been a no-hitter? Yeah, for sure.
That's just devastating.
And I think this is a good time to talk about no-hit jinx.
They're just not real. They are absolutely not real.
Here's what I think about no-hit. Here's what I think about no-hit jinx. As the first pitch to Joshua Hardiman is swung on and missed, 0-1. Here's what I think about no-hit jinxes is might not be real, maybe nothing would change, but out of respect for the baseball gods, you can't say anything.
There's no such thing as baseball.
There's
gods.
absolutely such thing as baseball gods, and I don't even believe in a real god. 0-1, fly ball right side. 0-2.
There's not. There's just baseball is a game. The pitcher throws a white ball 60 feet 6 inches to home plate, and the batter swings and he makes contact or he doesn't.
0-2 is crushed to left center. Going back is the left fielder Fellows, but it's going to one-hop the wall. Over to get it is the center fielder Harrison as the runner from third is being waved home. Gazdar's relay to the plate is not in time and up the line. Gets past Firestone and moving to third is Hardiman. An RBI double for Hardiman. It's 5-1.
And he advances to third on the throw from John Gazdar. I think it would have been pretty close at the plate had it been on the right side of home plate, but it took Firestone up the first base line, and of course not in time. Back-to-back hits here after 6 no-hit innings from Crawdad pitching.
Here's Jake Marr, 0 for 2. First pitch, Marr grounds it to the right side and through the right side, a base hit. It's 5-2.
3 straight. Wow. They woke up here. The bats woke up in the 7th.
Jake Marr is now 3 first pitch swings. Here's Jake Richardson, the Beacon. Bushnell Beacon. Let's go, Beaks. First pitch to Richardson is tapped slowly to the left side. Over to cut it off is Gazdar. Throws on the run to first and retire Richardson. Nice play by Gazdar. Runner moves up to second.
He's so solid with the glove. I mean, that is not an easy play, and he just makes it look so easy.
That'll bring up Alex Merchant, 0 for 2 today.
Have you ever had Raising Cane's?
Yeah. A Raising Cane's enjoyer.
Had it a couple times.
I think it's okay. It's like a 6.5.
I really want it right now. Like, really bad.
I'm a Chick-fil-A over Cane's guy any day.
I really like Chick-fil-A a lot.
I know you do.
It's so good. But I think mix it up every once in a while. It doesn't hurt.
First pitch to Merchant is off the outside and low, 1-0. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge Cane's guy.
I love their sauce, man.
It's a solid sauce. I just think that what Chick-fil-A does better is everything.
I don't know. I like the fries from Cane's a lot.
1-0 at the knees. I was going to say I hate the fries at Cane's.
Really?
I think they're so underwhelming.
I had fries for the first time yesterday at Chick-fil-A. Well, not for the first time, but for the first time in a while.
The Chick-fil-A fries are unbelievable.
They're very good with Chick-fil-A sauce. It is tough to beat for sure.
1-1. Change up outside, 2-1. The one thing about Chick-fil-A is they're not open on Sundays. And it seems like on Sundays I want Chick-fil-A most.
I want Chick-fil-A every day. If I had unlimited money, I would go breakfast, lunch, dinner, Chick-fil-A.
2-1. Fastball tapped to first. Emmett Finney tries to get the short hop, knocks it down, flips to Featherston, and the flip is wide. The run's going to come home to score. Double error by Emmett Finney. Finney, both sides. Finney missed the ball and missed the throw. Just one error, but run comes home to score, and it's 5-3.
And that was just a bad mistake from Emmett Finney. I mean, he's 2 feet from the bag. There's no reason to flip that. Yes, Featherston is there. He's on the bag. But you reach your foot out and step on it. That's out number 2.
My dad used to always tell me, if you can take the bag to yourself, you do it, because that eliminates so much.
Exactly.
You're eliminating a throw and a catch.
Yeah.
Here's Connor Smith. First pitch, check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did, says Justin Hammond on the base path, 0-1. Connor Smith is 0 for 2. That was a bad play, Emmett Finney. 0-1. Fastball low, 1-1.
I don't really see the Crawdads make a lot of bad plays. It doesn't happen. You know, of course, balls are going to be overran and bad routes are going to be taken in the outfield. Bad throws happen, but it doesn't happen like that a whole lot.
That did not look college baseball.
No.
Pickoff move back in is Merchant. One. Slider at the knees, 1-2.
Is a crawdad an eatable food?
Eatable? Did you just say
Edible.
eatable?
Edible?
Yeah, crawfish. It's literally Fitz's fun fact.
Is
Is
it?
that crawfish is his favorite food. Have you not heard of a crawfish broil?
No.
Boyle. 1-2 is down low, blocked by Firestone. Runner's going to go to second. The throw is not in time. Good throw by Firestone. Good tag by Ellis. But in at second is Merchant.
That's a good job reading ball in the dirt, taking off, taking a bag.
Fritos, original, Cheetos, and regular Lay's.
I'll take a Cheetos. Yeah.
2-2. Fastball low, 3-2.
Featherston is missing low and away here, and I think it's pulling the front left shoulder, and that's kind of gonna be the miss when you're doing so. You got to find a way to stay in it, keep your body intact as long as possible. That'll help you make more quality pitches.
3-2. Fastball, slider, down and away.
Can you see, Austin? I know it's going to be tough on the camera, but this motion,
Opening early.
Yeah, opening up the shoulder very early, and it's just causing the down and away miss to the right-handed hitter. And you know, there's some action in the Crawdads bullpen. I'm not sure who that is dancing around out
It's
there.
Ryan Delaney that's getting actually loose.
I'd be surprised to see Brandt take him out of the game. I think this is a classic opportunity to let your starting pitcher work through a struggle, and I think that's super important in baseball.
Not starting pitcher, by the way.
No, not starting pitcher, but pitcher in general. Did I say starting pitcher?
Yeah, just making a little correction.
Okay.
But yes, he did say starting pitcher. My bad. Sorry.
Letting your pitcher make an adjustment, and it's important. This kid is very young. Not a lot of mileage on his arm, and so, I mean, I think working through some outings like this are super important to a young kid's career.
I agree. Santi Duarte is the pinch hitter. This is a good name.
I like that name. Definitely solid. Thank you.
Featherston's first pitch to Duarte is a slider on the outside. Good start. 0-1.
Got a call. Thank you very much. He needs it. He'll take it.
I'm a big Fritos guy.
Really?
Huge Fritos guy.
I like it with bean dip. No?
0-1. Popped up right side. Charging is Donnelly. He's there to make the catch for out number 2. Good bounce back.
Oh, yeah. 2 pitches, and they were both competitive to the zone, and that's good to see for sure.
Sophie, no winner today? Huh. Yeah, go up to them. I don't know. Here's Eli White. That was our fantastic PR intern, Sophie Arroyo.
Fantastic.
That's what we say when she's up here. First pitch to White is the slider down and away, 1-0. The adjectives used to describe Sophie are different when she's in the booth versus not in the booth.
She's all right.
1 ball, no strikes. Go ahead run at the dish. Featherston looks to second and delivers. Fastball down and in, 2-0.
Yeah, Featherston's just been a little bit sporadic. He started to get hit a little bit the first 2 batters, and then since then it's been tough for him to calm down.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs to the 9th place hitter, Eli White. Featherston looks to second, now comes home. Fastball low, 3-0.
Got to find a way to battle back here. 3-0, number 9 hitter. You don't want to flip the lineup card. You don't want to face the top of this order with the bases loaded, especially in a 2-run game. Featherston, let's look for him to really bear down here.
3-0 pitch. Tight, ball 4. Bases are loaded.
Not much you can say about that.
Yep. Here's Adam Reyes, the shortstop. Bases are loaded, 5-3 ball game. The tying run on second, the go-ahead run on first. The Heat came into this inning with this many hits.
0. None. 0.
Now I have 3. 2 Crawdad errors in the inning. Really hurt. It's the 9th hitter to hit. First pitch. Topper to the right side. Emmett Finney scoops it on 2 hops. This time, smartly runs it to the bag himself for out number 3. So Featherston strands the tying runner on second, the go-ahead runner on first, but gives up 3 on 3 hits and 2 errors, leaves 3 runners stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. After we stretch, the Crawdads will look to attack once again. Owen Firestone leads off in the 7th. First pitch to Firestone is down low. He's been great. Firestone has been very fun to watch. My bad, I thought you were on.
Enjoying some Cheetos, but no, Firestone has been very good this year. And bat to ball, he's got a cannon of an arm.
1-0. Firestone flies it to the right side, foul. Over right towards where that Tesla was.
Ooh. In between some people, so some people got lucky out there.
One pitch to Firestone. It's off the outside. 2-1. 5-3 Crawdads. 2-1 to the catcher, Firestone. Tapper up the middle slowly. Colin Callahan goes to a low backhand to get it, throws to first, and retires Firestone.
A lot tougher play than he made it seem. Going to your right. Almost like an off-balance throw, but they'll take the out number one either way.
Here's Cole Fellows. Fellows a hit today.
And has a top 3 walk-up song on the team.
Okay, you locking that in?
Absolutely.
I really want some Cheetos now. That'll be my my ride home snack.
Yeah. Had the juice for breakfast.
Juice Zone,
Juice Zone. It was okay.
little overpriced.
Very overpriced.
Welcome to Walnut Creek.
Not my favorite.
Fitz, you should like run camera for us, like zoom in on the action. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that.
Fitz, I might have you take over in a minute. No, you don't have to do it. It's
0-1. Cole takes the slider on the outside, 0-2. Cam Staten's been really good. Why is he taking over? What are you doing, Carson?
Go to the bathroom.
Okay,
Wash my hands.
smart. 0-2. Fellows flies it to the left side, foul.
So you gotta loosen this here. It's kind of tough because it's on backwards right now. But we go like this.
Ooh, it's making noises.
Yeah, we're gonna stop that.
0-2. Fellows hits it high to center field. Eli White drifts back and to his right in front of the warning track. Will squeeze it for out number 2.
Yeah, I mean, the Crawdads, since really coming on strong early in the game, have kind of fallen off a little bit. And I think that's credit to the pitching staff. They've definitely buckled in a little bit. They've settled down since really the second inning. And it's kind of been a lackadaisical game since then, for the Crawdads offensively at least.
Brian Duroff 0 for 3. Pair of strikeouts. Unlike Brian Duroff. First pitch to Duroff, down low, 1-0. Vaughn, no strikes to Brian Duroff. Ryan Spolero was warming up. Now he's not.
Nope.
1-0. Duroff takes off the inside, 2-0.
Emphatically not.
Looked like, who's the other lefty? Ryan Delaney was getting loose, but now Dylan McShane is going to start to throw. Dylan McShove. 2-0 slider over the outside, 2-1. I'm surprised Dylan had never heard the Dylan McShove nickname.
That's kind of shocking.
I think it's solid.
Oh, for sure.
2 balls and a strike to Duroff. Slider same spot, 2-2.
That is such a good pitch right there. Back door, perfectly placed. I mean, you literally couldn't have walked out and placed the ball at a better spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 from Staten swung on and missed. Fastball way up high, over the head of Duroff. 1, 2, 3 go the Dads. We'll head top 8. See who heads to the bump here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel at the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. How was that?
A plus, 100%. Give it to the man.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth, Sean Fitzpatrick, whatever you want to call him.
What's up, guys? Happy to be back.
How much are the Fitzmagic sweatshirts?
I think they're $25 or $30.
And it's worth it. First pitch from Ryan Delaney is lined back up the middle. Ryan Ellis behind second, scoops it up, throws to first, and retires. Colin Callahan for the first out.
1 pitch, 1 out. Weak contact induced by Delaney. Looking good so far. Quick outs are very, very, very important, especially in a 2-run game.
That'll bring up Joshua Hardiman, who had the second hit of the day as he takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. See, the difference between you and Spally on the mic is Spally kind of just talks as the 1-0 is lined straight back. That's our field mic.
Oh.
Uh-huh. 1-1. Spally kind of just talks. You say actual things.
Yeah, I don't really talk much to begin with, so I have to talk about certain things that actually pertain to what's going on.
1-1 misses outside, 2-1. Delaney works very fast.
Great tempo.
2-1.
Sometimes I do think
Popped up, high fly ball into center field. Griffin Harrison, Mr. 707, makes the catch for the second out.
that was a very good slider right there on a 2-1 count to get some weak pop-up. I think sometimes working fast can also bite you in the butt a little bit. At least in my case, sometimes I feel like you have to find the happy medium of knowing what your tempo is on the mound. I love working fast, but sometimes you can kind of get a little rushed.
First pitch to Jake Marr is just off the outside with a fastball.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Delaney and Firestone, two guys that have played together a lot. Firestone was actually Delaney's catcher in high school, as the 1-0 is up high. I believe travel catcher, not because I know Firestone is not from this exact area.
Yeah, they're definitely buddies.
2-0. Popped up right side. Joey
3
Donnelly
up,
in right
3 down.
field makes the catch.
What a job.
Wasn't sure, but a great job by Ryan Delaney. Led to the bottom of the 8th. Still 5-3, the Crawdads lead. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Max Farfan has had a tremendous day so far.
I love the way Max is swinging the bat. We gave him the nickname
What was the nickname?
Pujols. Just because he kind of looks like Pujols.
A little bit.
That's Tyson's nickname for him, so it caught on, and that's what we call him.
Here's Max, a home run in his first at bat and then lined a single in his second. First pitch to Farf is just a little high, 1-0.
It's a good pitch, though.
Cam Staten's been good.
I've been very impressed.
4 shutout innings.
Seems like he's been throwing the slider really well and is very comfortable with it.
1-0.
There's
Right on
another
cue.
one.
Slider on the outside, 1-1. The backdoor slider to righties has been really good.
I love it. I love throwing that pitch. It's especially from my arm slot, it plays really well with fastballs away.
1-1 up high. We were talking about this yesterday on the broadcast. It seems like you almost like throwing to righties more.
Yeah, I would. I think I prefer throwing to righties more, but in my opinion, I'm better against lefties.
Definitely. 2-1. Farfield lines it straight back. 2 straight field mic balls in the last, 10 minutes.
Man,
5
is
minutes?
it windy here at Monte Vista High School.
Uh-huh. The booth gets windier than down there, too.
I do. I've noticed that.
It sucks. I need to remember to bring my jacket. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Farf. Here's the pitch. Struck him out swinging. Went with a high slider there.
It's probably not what he meant to do with that
Uh-uh.
pitch, but it works. Better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Here's 7-0-7.
7-0-7.
Here it is.
Yeah.
7-0-7. It's a good walk-up song.
We got 135, ladies and gentlemen. We have 135.
Griffin's 1 for 3 today. First pitch to Harrison is a fastball on the outside, 0-1. This is one of my least favorite strike zones I've seen all year.
Today and yesterday's
I
actually.
heard yesterday's was really bad.
Bothered me.
We
Yeah.
couldn't really see because we were to the side, but I heard.
It
0-1 pop up center field. Eli White's gonna make the catch for the second out.
For
Yeah.
me, I'm not ever gonna complain about a strike zone if it's tight or if it's the strike zone itself doesn't really bother me. It's consistency that I care about more. Because if I can start to find where an umpire likes a certain pitch, I'm just going to start peppering it there. And usually you have success because he'll give you calls.
Here's Emmett Finney. First pitch. Finney pops it up right side, foul. Finney reached on an error his last time. Then got picked off of third.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate thing that happened, but it is what it is.
0-1. Slider outside corner, 0-2.
Oh, I don't know about that. That looked a little down.
I feel like that's been there relatively frequently.
Yeah.
The zone has been all over the place today, so not quite sure. 0-2. Fastball just a little tight.
If he executes that pitch to where we're supposed to, outer half, that's a pretty good chance of getting out. Tried to go away there, but missed in.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Emmett Finney, the lefty Staten, looking for his 5th shutout inning. Here it comes. Fastball fouled back. Ryan Troy getting loose in the Dowds bullpen.
I played catch with Troy today.
How was that?
Very fun.
Hard throwing righty. The 1-2.
Change
Right
up.
there. Got him looking on the changeup. Another strikeout for Staten. We're going to head to the top of the 9th. Ryan Troy looking to shut down the fire when we come back here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network.
Welcome back, Crawdad fans, for the top of the ninth as Ryan Troy's looking for his save in this 5-3 ball game.
And this call to the bullpen is brought to you by
NorCal Oaks.
Yeah, good job. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong life and character values in a fun and positive environment.
That's another A+.
Thank you.
Expect to see some right-on-right changeups from Troy here.
Okay, first pitch is a fastball on the outside from Troy. 0-1.
He was working on it, playing catch with me, and he said he was going to throw some right-on-right.
Okay.
And I'm here for it.
I like it. 0-1 slider right there, 0-2.
Beautiful pitch.
I love this team. We're just having so much fun right now. Troy's 0-2. Slider,
See ya.
just a little
Oh! Don't know if that missed in or what happened. Maybe it confused the umpire a little bit.
tight. It's the best pitch the umpire's ever seen. He didn't know what to do with it. 1-2. Fastball tapped over the head of Troy, but Ellis scoops it up at second and throws on the run to first to retire Jake Richardson for out number 1.
That's a hard pitch to hit after getting a slider. The previous pitch. Fastball in on the thumbs. Lucky he didn't break his bat.
Here's Nick Arnett, pinch hitter. I know nothing about him.
No clue.
First pitch, slider on the outside,
Ooh, wow.
strike 1, late call. Missed
Late-
call,
Missed call, late call, both.
0 for 2.
Still a good pitch.
0-1. Swing and a miss. Same slider, but this one missed a little lower. Still got the swing. 0-2.
Now you go heater away, and he will not touch it.
Troy, a hard throwing righty. 0-2. Slider right there. Strike 3, see ya.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Courtesy of Ryan Troy's slider.
The one I heard recently for 1-2-3 is Uno Dos Adios.
I like that
I hadn't
one.
heard that one before.
I've never heard that one.
I really like that one. I know. I was credit to Carson Mercier. Here's Connor Smith, the catcher.
Shout out to Carson, man. Letting me take over.
First pitch, check swing, no.
Ooh.
Says Justin Emmett on the pass.
Pitch was pretty close, too.
Probably been there at points today.
Yeah. But what hasn't, honestly?
1-0, line to the right side, foul. Over by Nico Button. 1-1. Five to 3 Crawdads here in the top of the ninth. Be sure to stay tuned for the postgame show with Justin DeHaas and Kobe Siegel. The 1-1 slider at the knees. 0-2. Front doored him.
That'll get the job done. Started at him, make him a little jumpy, and now you can go hard in, or you can expand away with the slider, or hopefully you can throw a right-on-right changeup.
1-1 slider off the outside, or I should say 1-2 slider off the outside, 2-2.
That one's just a little too far to get a chase. It kind of starts away, so the key there is to start it as a strike.
2-2 pitch.
See,
Slider right down the middle, got him looking. Ryan Troy closes the door in the ninth for his first save of the summer. The Crawdads have not lost in 2 full weeks.
The dads are hot, ladies and gentlemen.
Dads are hot. Game started at 1:04, ended at 3:07. A quick 2-hour and 3-minute broadcast. We love that. Winning pitcher. Hey.
Sorry.
Winning pitcher is Tyler Wood. 5 innings of no-hit baseball. The loser is Kurt Martin. The save goes to the VAC.
The VAC, and I love the redemption from Ryan Troy. And that first outing, it was rough. It was the hit by pitches. It was bad. It was a bad outing. And since then, he's come on really strong, and he's really started to figure something out. It's been really good to see, especially from another SBCC Vaquero, student athlete to student athlete at that school. I love the redemption story here.
Crawdads win 5-3. Healdsburg has had their 19-game win streak snapped. The two top teams in the CCL North face off on Tuesday. We will be on the call for that one. For now, big thank yous to everyone who made this production possible. For the pre- and post-game show host, Justin DeHaas and Kobe Siegel. For my color man, Carson Mercier, my sidekick, Sean Fitzpatrick. I'm Austin Otis. Stay tuned for the post-game show here on the Crawdads Streaming Network.
Hello and welcome to the Walnut Creek Crawdads post-game show. Crawdads win 5-3 versus Sacramento Heat. I'm joined by player of the game, Tyler Wood. 5 perfect innings. We were saying up in the booth we were hoping for a perfect game. Fortunately, that was not the case. But Tyler, I mean, you were awesome out there. How did you feel? What's changed from the last 2 outings?
Yeah, felt good out there. Had all 3 pitches for a strike and was just trying to work ahead. Had some great defense behind me. Got a shout out Joey Donnelly for a few great plays, so everything seemed to go well.
Yeah, and so through your 5 innings, you only had 4 first pitch balls. I mean, I'm sure. Was that an emphasis? Were you doing something different? What was that?
I was just trying to get that slider over early. A lot of times they'll just let it go by, and that really helped me out.
Yeah, and the Crawdads scored 5 runs in the first 3 innings. I mean, I assume that's really nice to be able to pitch with a lead like that.
Yeah, it's huge. As a pitcher, your favorite thing to do is have a shutdown inning when your team's scoring. You just want to get out there and get them back with the bats in their hands as soon as possible.
Tyler, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Great job. We'll get you a sticker. Yeah, our Crawdads player of the game, Tyler Wood. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And our Crawdads player of the game is brought to you by DVY Cards and Collectibles. You just want to say it.
A local shop with all your favorite cards and collectibles, conveniently located just off the 4 freeway. I see we made a bullpen call here. You had the starter Tyler Wood. Then I come in, bring in the righty.
Yes, the righty.
Hopefully, I'm looking more like Ryan Troy in this post-game outing than some other pitchers today. But yeah, I mean, look, it was a good game today. It was a nice, quick one against the Sacramento Heat. That's what you love to see in these non-league games because we were talking about it. And honestly, none of us are fans of the non-league action. We just want to see some CCL teams again. We got that yesterday. We were not there, and
No, we weren't.
I mean,
So-
now you see our
sorry,
beautiful
guys.
now you see our beautiful faces, but I'm sure you missed us yesterday. And but hey, we're back today. We got a good game today. I mean, Crawdads had the lead the entire time, and yeah, it was a nice, quick, and easy game, and on to Healdsburg this week. But first, let's talk about this game.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of trouble in the seventh. Ryan Featherson had a really tough outing, but aside from those 2 walks by Featherson, the Crawdads pitchers had 0 walks,
Yeah.
which that's been a problem in the past. That's how they've lost games in the past. But 0 walks. I mean, credit to Tyler Wood. I mean, we just talked to him. He was just fantastic. I believe through the first 4 innings, he threw 9 balls. I mean, just pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. I mean, what did you see from Tyler Wood?
Yeah, he looked really good today. I mean, honestly, 4 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched. So, he maybe not the greatest strikeout numbers in the world, but still very respectable. And, I mean, he didn't need the swing and miss stuff necessarily. His defense really helped him out today. Granted, they did have 2 errors, but I think that was more on the bullpen rather than Wood. I think in his 5 innings of work, the defense was pretty solid. And, yeah, I mean, look, no hits, no walks. His perfect game was ruined by the hit by pitch and in the 5th inning, which was a controversial one at that. It looked like it hit the knob of the bat because of the way it bounced. I mean, the ball's not going to bounce that far if it hits like the hand or something. And even if it did hit the hand, then the batter would be shaking it off or something. It seemed like he didn't really get hit. But anyways, beside that, I mean, Tyler Wood was really good today. And, I mean, he has been the Sunday starter for Brant Cummings so far this year. And, I mean, with a performance like this, he's not going to let go of that anytime soon.
Yeah, and this is by far the best we've seen Tyler Wood. Probably, I'd say, possibly the best pitching performance overall the Crawdads.
It's the longest one I think he's had too. I think he hasn't gone 5 innings yet, to my knowledge. He's gone like 4 innings. Like I think his first outing was 3, and then now 4. So he keeps on ramping up, and that's really great to see. And before we get more into this game, we've got the CCL scoreboard. So this look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. American Stage Tours, small enough to care and large enough to compete. And so you might have heard already. Breaking news, well, not really breaking news at this point, but the Solano Mudcats defeated the Healdsburg Prune Packers 4-2. And that, I mean, to be fair, it's the first game of a doubleheader, but still, the fact that the best team in the league proceeded to lose to the worst team in the league, quite an upset, to say the least. We also have the Bay Area Admirals beating the Lincoln Potters 6-3 in the top of the 7th. So after Bay Area blows the lead against the Crawdads yesterday, they have a 3-run lead now in the 7th inning. We'll see if they can hold on to it. Let's see if they, got a little revenge on their minds after the sour taste yesterday. And then we were talking about those Healdsburg Prune Packers. they're back. They're up 7-0 on Solano in the bottom of the sixth. So, chances are I think they'll be fine. And we have, another doubleheader, Lincoln and Bay Area at 4 o'clock, which I don't think that's going to be at 4 o'clock because it's top 7 now. I mean, the game should end like 3:45. Are they really going to play like 15 minutes after? Who knows? But that is your scoreboard. And so, Kobe, I mean, like I said before, we had a real close game here. What are your thoughts?
Well, based on the first 3 innings, we did not think it would be a 5-3 game. I mean, Tyler Wood looked unhittable. I mean, except Ryan Featherston, who had a really tough day. I mean, these pitchers were just fantastic, but the bats, for whatever reason, after the 3rd inning, just kind of slowed down. There was some traffic. Bases loaded, 1 out for Donnelly. Then Emmett Finney unfortunately gets picked off. Joey Donnelly strikes out. So there was that little bit of traffic, but really it was just that first 3 innings. But we did have some fantastic individual performances. We had Jonathan Gazdar 4 for 4, a doubles machine, 24 doubles at Austin P, and two doubles today. So that's nice to see after I believe a 2 for like 10 start for Gazdar. So that's nice to see. Obviously, Ryan Ellis a homer to start the game. Max Farfan a homer, who we can talk a little bit about Max Farfan. He's had 3 homers in his last like 3 games or so.
Yeah, he's starting to heat up in this non-league action, and you look at Farfan, this is a guy you're going to need to produce when it comes to the CCL. You got a big matchup against Healdsburg this week. You would like to see him. He's going to be on third base, but you want to see him produce. He's been in that 7th spot. I believe he hit the 2 homers from that 7th spot a few days ago against the Crabs, and so look, he's a good player. We all know that. He got off to a slow start, and now he's starting to come back, right? So I mean, Farfan, he's a very lovable kid. He's a very outgoing kid, and it's nice to see him play well right now.
Yeah, and he also is another guy in the transfer portal. He played at UIC, had a really nice year at UIC, and getting some at bats here, and maybe some tape as well. And I mean, Ryan Ellis obviously again hit. I mean, he just is an on base machine that top this lineup. He's the gas for the Crawdads. I mean, how reliable is Ryan Ellis?
He's got so much power for being such a small guy, right? Like, he's maybe 5'8".
Well,
right?
yes.
Realistically, like,
he's short, but
he's realistically
he is
like 5'6",
built.
5'7".
He's very built.
But he's hit multiple homers so far. He's your leadoff guy, and he's great at getting on base. But it's not just getting on base. He's putting the ball over the fence too, and I think that's a major part for him is that he's got some serious power in that leadoff spot. And so, I mean, look, Ellis and Gazdar are going to be a really nice middle infield combo for the rest of the season. We talked about this before, but obviously, Cam Calvillo was supposed to be in that shortstop spot, and it sucks that he went down. But at the same time, now you see a kid like Gazdar come to the squad, and he's producing, right? So you've got, and Griffin Harrison's a kid who played center field today. He could play shortstop if needed. He has multiple times, and so you got lots of options in this Crawdads lineup. But Ellis and Gazdar for sure are the 2 guys that when it comes playoff time, you want those guys hitting near the top of your lineup at the keystone spots, and it's been very impressive what both of them were able to do today.
Yeah, and Gazdar and Ellis up the middle. I guess the up the middle defense seems to be a real strength of this team. We saw with Matt King at short and Gazdar up the middle. I mean, you could really put together any combo of Griffin Harrison, Ryan Ellis, Gazdar, and Matt King.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're just awesome up the middle. I mean, that is just such a luxury, and up the middle defense is just so important. We saw it today with Sacramento Kings. Their shortstop had 2 errors that that cost them some runs. So
That is not good considering that they had 3 errors total and their shortstop had 2 errors.
yeah.
When your shortstop is supposed to be like the best defensive player on your team and he's making the majority of your errors, that's a big reason why the Heat lost today. But yeah, I mean, look, in summer ball, it's not necessarily like the emphasis is more about getting at bats than necessarily winning games per se. Obviously, you want to win games, but at the same time, you have to balance out with getting at bats. And I think that's also a nice segue into like what Wood was able to do, where he went 5 innings. And honestly, I think he got pulled because there was like 5 other relievers that Brett had scheduled to come in, and so it wasn't a pitch count or necessarily or anything like that. It was just that, hey, we want to get these guys some run too, and that almost cost them a lead. I mean, you look at Featherston. He's a really good pitcher, but he had a bad outing today. Simply put, and he's the only pitcher that had a bad outing today. But yeah, I mean, look, when you look at the squad, I mean, from the hitters, from the pitchers, there's just a lot of depth. And when guys are not playing every day, it's nice to be able to have other options that you can rely on. Look at a kid like Casey Cummings. He wasn't out there today, but yet they didn't seem to skip a beat because they have a bunch of other guys on the squad that can play as well.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, that's such luxury. Having Casey Cummings not playing, and you still have a great lineup. Matt King not playing, still have a fantastic lineup. Cam Calvillo. I mean, the depth is so important to give these guys a rest. So, I mean, yeah, and obviously, last thing, talk about Ryan Troy, the closer, 2 strikeouts, no walks this time. He was pounding the zone. It's just so encouraging to see a guy like Ryan Troy bounce back. This is by far the best he's looked.
Yeah, not just Troy, too. I mean, look at a kid like Delaney. He's had his struggles, too, and both of them were really good in the 8th and 9th inning, respectively. And so, it's just going to happen where guys like Delaney and Troy, yes, they've had bad outings in the past, and then they're going to, have some good outings now. Or you look at a guy like Featherston who has had good outings in the past and have some bad outings now. Like, that's baseball. These guys, they're playing every day. These pitchers going out there every other day, and they could be a little inconsistent sometimes, but we were able to see the best of Ryan Delaney and Ryan Troy today. The 2 Ryans. I mean, there's 3 Ryans coming out of the pen. 2 of them closed it down in the 8th and 9th, and so it was a good outing for the most part for the bullpen.
Yeah, and you mentioned the inconsistency. Obviously, these guys have potential every time to throw a shutdown inning, but the consistency, that is the important part. Because they were consistent every time, they would be in the major leagues. If everyone's consistent, but obviously I don't know.
Sometimes they struggle throwing strikes.
Yes, that's pretty important.
Yeah.
But thank you, Justin. For Justin DeHaas, I'm Kobe Siegel. Thank you for watching this post-game show. The Crawdads haven't lost in about 2 weeks, but a big test Tuesday through Thursday against the Healdsburg Prune Packers, 11-1, the best team in the league. So, the Crawdads will certainly hopefully be ready for that game. So, thank you guys for watching.